What's up, guys? I'm Jacob Suggs, and welcome to my top 3 worst films of 2016. 2016, for the most part, was a very good year for movies. In my opinion, I thought it was pretty cool. But we also had a ton of stinkers, which is what we're going to be talking about now. And just like the last video, this is a collab with HoustonProductions1. He's a great movie-making channel. Go check him out. And because Houston is my guest on this video, I'm going to let him go first and tell you his top 3 worst films of 2016. So Houston, take it away.
Alright, let's talk about worst movies of the year. Let's do this. Let's trash some movies. Number 3... Wait, I did 1, 2, 3 in the other one. Should I do number... whatever. Number 3 is Suicide Squad.
That's not true. That's a lie. She's lying to you.
That's not true. That's a lie. She's lying to you.
Suicide Squad was one of my most hated films of all time. I absolutely despise pretty much all the characters. It's shot really poorly. The soundtrack sucks. There's too much exposition. The characters have no chemistry. The Joker makes me cringe. The dialogue is horrible. The editing is so bad. And it just, I could go on and on about this movie. It just, I wanted it to be good, but it comes off as a total Guardians of the Galaxy, rip-off. They're just trying to make it, all, have the heartfelt moments in there or whatever. And there's really just nothing memorable about it except how bad it was. The action sequences even suck. It's just, I hate Suicide Squad, so much.
Let's do it.
Alright, let's keep going. Number 2. Number 2 is, I haven't thought of it yet. I need to look up what movies I saw this year. Oh, here we go. Number 2 is Ghostbusters. Now look, Ghostbusters isn't that bad, okay? But the thing is, it is lazy as heck. Sony was actually kind of genius in creating this film because they said, you know what, we'll make a movie where if anyone complains about it or says it's bad, we can call them sexists and say they hate women. I don't hate women, I love women, but I thought this movie was a piece of trash. I love me some women. I don't know what these jokes are. I need to go write my essay. But yeah, this movie, it's mostly improv, which I hate. I've actually got a video essay coming out about this soon on my channel. Basically, they sat the actors down and they said, be funny. And the actors tried their best to be funny, but the thing is, none of the jokes were written ahead of time. There's nothing clever about it. They just improvised a bunch of dumb stuff, and it was really just lazy.
The power of penny compels you!
Ow! The third act is really bad. Everything about it is just lazily done, and it's just a total disappointment. I'm telling you. I didn't really have high hopes for it to begin with, but it could have been so much better. All right, and number 1, does this mean it's the worst one or the third worst one? Whatever. Number 1 is, need to look on Letterboxd again. What have I put? All right, you probably haven't heard of this film, but I'm going to say The Choice. This is another one of those freaking Nicholas Sparks novel movie adaptation crap. I basically just watched it because it was shot in the city where I go to the beach every year, Wilmington. And so it was kind of cool to see all the places where I go and have breakfast and whatever. But boy, what a trash movie. Oh my gosh. The Choice is a horrible... Got an email. What does the email say? Hey! Sam Karanjana has subscribed to me on YouTube. Thanks, Sam. If you're watching, thanks. Thanks, Sam Karanjana. Thanks. Anyway, it's a cheesy love story. The actors have no chemistry. They're all bland. It's really poorly shot. What else? It's just really bad. Yeah. I've been going for 9 minutes? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to edit this. I don't have time for this. I've gotta edit an essay. What am I gonna do? I don't have time to edit this video. What? What? What am I doing? Anyway, if you want to follow me on VidMe, I'm sure Jacob will link the thing in the bio. But my main thing is YouTube, I'm almost at 9K. Give me the 9K. Let's do it. Anyway, thanks for having me on Frame by Frame. Those were my top 3 best and worst movies of 2016. I'm going to go write my essay. It's about theology, writing theological essays. I'm a smart person. I'm smart. Bye.
There will be a link in the description below to Houston's channel. Definitely go check it out. He's got a lot of quality content. He's a great, great guy, and he's just a really awesome movie-making channel. So go check him out, give him a sub, tell him Jacob sent you. Now, as for me, there were a lot of movies I was looking forward to but was ultimately disappointed by, but that's not the movies that I'm going to be talking about. The movies I'm going to be talking about are the ones that I left the theater genuinely hating the film. And I'm going to be starting with number 3, Independence Day Resurgence. I kind of have a love-hate with the first Independence Day. Like, I can recognize that it's not a good movie, but it's a fun movie. It's just like everything that a man movie should be, like just explosions and action and Will Smith. But when you take away Will Smith and take a few things out that was in the original that made the original so much fun, you get a washed-up sequel that shouldn't exist that isn't fun. When I first heard about an Independence Day sequel, I was like, yeah, that could be really cool. I want to see that. And then they said, yeah, Will Smith's not going to be in the movie, and I was horribly, criminally disappointed. And then I saw the trailer, and I'm like, well, hey, it looks promising. This could be kind of cool. And I saw it, and I thought it was pretty meh at first, but then I thought about it more and more and more, and the more I began to hate this movie... It's just like you take a fun movie and you take out the fun and you get Independence Day Resurgence. That makes no sense to me. We're probably going to get more of these in the future now. I don't know. It's just really disappointing for me to say that, but I didn't like this movie. At number 2, we have 9 Lives. Okay. At number 2, At number 2, we have 9 Lives. Now, I thought this movie was a Funny or Die sketch when I first saw the trailer, and then I was like, oh wait, it's a real movie. And so I sat down and watched it because a bunch of people were like, dude, you've got to see 9 Lives. It's so bad that it's good. And I took their advice, and it's really, really bad. I don't know how this movie got made, especially with Kevin Spacey and Jennifer Gardner. I don't understand. Is it a fun movie? Not really. Is it a good movie? Heck no. But can you watch it with a couple friends and just completely roast it because it's so bad that it's that much fun to watch? Absolutely. There are some scenes in this movie that I don't even know how they were put in this movie. It's so bad. It's not good for kids. Kids aren't going to like it. Parents aren't going to like it. It's like the Shaggy Dog. It's one of the biggest ripoffs I've ever seen of the Shaggy Dog. In short, don't watch 9 Lives. It sucks. It's not a good movie. Don't watch it with your kids. Don't rent it, don't Redbox it, don't even torrent it. And my number 1 most hated film of 2016, and this might come as a shocker to some of you guys. The movie is called Free State of Jones and stars Matthew McConaughey. It's not got the lowest Rotten Tomatoes score. It doesn't. I'm not gonna lie about that. This film is one of the worst pieces and worst examples of Oscar bait I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't mind an inspiring story and an artsy film going for an Oscar. I get that. I mean, I'm a filmmaker myself. I can see what you're going for. And I like Matthew McConaughey. He's one of my favorite actors. But the problem with this movie is that it's so boring. Like, you just have to sit through so much exposition. It's one of the only movies in my entire life I've almost fell asleep in the theater to. And let me explain to you as to why this is my number 1, because you're probably like, why is this above 9 Lives? Because with a movie like 9 Lives, I can laugh at how stupid it is. With a movie like Free State of Jones, I can't laugh at it, I'm just gonna sit there bored out of my mind. If you like this movie, I can kind of see why, but for me, it's just a horribly boring, exposition-filled movie that doesn't go anywhere. And the jump cuts between the past and the future, I'm just getting bored talking about it. It just doesn't work. When something does happen in the movie, it's really cool. Like that one shootout that you see in the trailer, it works because it's cool to watch. But that's also because you had to sit through like 40, 50, almost an hour of just pure exposition and setup. That is like filmmaking 101. You never do that. You have to have a setup and a payoff. This movie doesn't have a payoff, it's just the whole movie's setup. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe to HoustonProductions1. Like I said, great channel, go give them a check out. And that does it for my least favorite films of 2016. There's a lot of other stuff that I didn't like Ghostbusters and stuff like that. And I also want to say thanks again to Houston who participated in this video and the Best of 2016 video. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Jacob Suggs, and I'll see you in the next frame by frame film review.